It is almost Valentine's Day, and some of you may be looking to get some jewelry for that special person in your life. But you want to make sure what you get is legitimate and you don't overpay. We are very happy to welcome back Bryce Marshall with the Better Business Bureau with some things you should know. Welcome back, Bryce. Hope you're staying warm.
I'm trying to. I hope you are as well.
Well, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. This is something that the Better Business Bureau unfortunately sees a lot of complaints against jewelry stores. Is that right?
Yes, we do see a lot of complaints about jewelry stores because obviously it costs a lot of money to buy jewelry. It could be, just a couple $100s, or it could be thousands of dollars. And so if you don't do your research before going to any jewelry store, or even if it's just a jewelry kiosk at the mall, if you're not doing your research beforehand, you can run into problems with warranties, even fake jewelry. We have seen that before. Even if it comes down to just trying to get a refund, you can run into these kind of problems. So we do try to get everyone to go to our website, bb.org, to do your research beforehand and see if there's any kind of complaints or if there's any kind of reviews online about these jewelry stores before you walk in.
And you guys have a list also of accredited stores, is that right?
Yes, we do have non-accredited and accredited on our website. There's a little option you can toggle and go in between either one of those options.
Okay. What other advice do you have?
So if you are looking to buy some jewelry before Valentine's Day, like I said, do your research beforehand, go to our website. You also want to visit more than one store. If you just go into the very first store that you're going into and you instantly see something you like, you instantly buy it, that might turn out to be a great deal. But if you don't go into another store, you can't compare it and see if there's better warranties, if there's a better refund policy, if there's better stones or a better deal that you could get. So if you just go into the very first store you see and buy it, the first thing you see, then you won't know. Maybe you're spending way more money or you're not getting a great warranty like you could in another store. And so that could be a major problem down the road.
Yeah, and the next one says read the fine print and ask questions. That's probably for buying anything, but especially jewelry, just because this is so expensive.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're not reading the fine print and asking questions, it's also a major thing. If you're not seeing what that refund policy is, that warranty and guarantee policies carefully, then it could lead to huge problems down the road. You might be out either hundreds or thousands of dollars, or let's say, a stone goes missing. What's their policy with that? Because that does happen if they're not seated correctly, if it's a big diamond or emerald, ruby, whatever that stone is. And if it falls out and you don't have a great policy or something in store because you didn't ask those questions, it could be out a lot of money, and it might cost a lot of money just to get that stone back, depending on what it is. And no one wants to be out hundreds or thousands of dollars, especially just for Valentine's Day or any occasion for that matter, because that is not a fun ordeal to go through.
And jewelry is kind of unique as well. It has a certificate with it. A lot of jewelry has a certificate. Is that right?
Yes, we'll come with some kind of licensing, and you should keep that in a safe place because you don't want to lose that. That'll make it a lot easier if you do want to sell it down the road. If you don't want to keep that jewelry anymore, that is a great certificate to keep with it, because if you don't, then it is a little bit harder to sell it, because that will have all the information. It'll say how much you paid for it. It'll say what kind of metal it is, what kind of stone, if it's real, or if it's a hollowed gold, or if it's a full gold, if it's 100% gold, 10 karat, 14 karat, whatever the case may be. It'll have all that information on that sheet. It'll make it a lot easier to sell. So it's a great thing to keep that and keep the receipt, because if you do have to get a refund or you do have to get it resized, it will have all the information, and it'll make it a lot easier, because not every jewelry store will keep all that information on hand. A lot of the times you will need to bring in your receipt as well.
All right, Bryce, great advice. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me.